This is Rob with Yacht Experts. I'm here on a 2023 Regal 33 SAV, and I'm super excited to show it to you. I'm going to start by telling you a little story. Friend of mine, fabulous author, motivational speaker, business coach, Andy Andrews, said to me once regarding innovations and new ideas. He said, Rob, he goes, and this is with his Alabama drawl, which I'm not going to imitate well, but Rob, do you know that we put men on the moon 5 years before we put wheels on luggage? I didn't think that was true, but it was. The fact of the matter is, innovation is a constantly evolving science and art. Great ideas are introduced every day. Boy, Rob, you know, I love the idea of a bow rider. I just wish I could fish it. I love this fishing boat. I wish it was better for diving. You know, I've got this boat and it does everything I want. I've got the bow seating. I've got the fishing. I can dive off of it. But, you know, I just don't have a cabin that I could spend the night on. I don't have a shower that I can use. You know, one thing after another, there has never been a boat built like a Swiss Army knife to multi-purpose until Regal introduced the 33 SAV in 2018. Revolutionary. It is now the starting point for Regal's unbelievably successful SAV line, the 33, the 38, the 43, and the 50. These are boats that have revolutionized the industry. They are boats that may not be the absolute top in any one area, but more than make up for it by being one boat that can do all the things that you want to do. So give me a second here to walk you around and show you a little bit about what's going on. First, we're going to start out in the bow because at her heart, she is a bow rider, and a big one at that. So look at this space here. And again, remember, we're talking about a 33-foot boat. I want you to see the height of the gunnels. As a grandfather of young grandchildren, and somebody that raised 4 children on boats, safety was always my first priority, followed closely by safety and then safety. Safety here, dryness, forgetting the fact that it just looks good. But the fact of the matter is people stay in the boat and they stay dry. Huge bow seating here. I have cushions down on this table right now. You can see a beautiful wood table. We have the stalk for it stored here. Take these cushions out, pop the table up, put the stalk in, and now I've got a beautiful wood table for my seating area here. Also in here, you'll notice, I don't have it set up, I may set it up, but it's hot, is the sunshade. Sunshade has graphite poles that go into these pre-designed holes here and here, and it then clips onto the hard top up there, creating an entirely shaded space, which is just awesome. So if you look here with my armrests down, lounging, super comfortable, 3 or 4 people, 4 or 5 people sitting around the table. Really neat, and again, big bow rider. Walking back, now again, the super high gunnels, some features here which are kind of cool. If you can see, I've got my fresh and raw water hoses built right into the boat. I love that factor, or that feature. Now I'm in the cockpit. And so here, what do I have? I've got a boat that is designed for fishing. I'm flush up against the transom here. I've got my rod holders here. I've got my combination rod holder, cup holder, yet another innovation I wish I'd thought of. I have my holes here for the rear sunshade, which also connects there and provides shade for the back of the boat. My live well. Now, I can use this to fish with live bait. I can fill this with ice to keep my soft drinks or adult beverages cool. So I'm up on the transom, I'm fishing. I drop down my seat. I'm lounging. Now I have the entire party scene going on, sitting back like this. Now, what could I be doing? I could be watching my lines in the water. I could be watching my family or friends, whether they're tubing or water skiing. I could be watching my diver in the water. And we talk about diving or multi-purposing. So here I have a combination kill box or dive tank storage. I have a huge access here to my bilge. I have my generator down here, lots of storage, batteries, etc. Really well thought out. Here, a swim platform, again, outboard powered boat. I've got my Yamaha 300 horsepower motors here. These are the latest and greatest. This is all internal electronic steering. You can see the beautiful single hose connections, etc. But I can walk around the back of the boat. I have access to the swim platform like I might on an inboard powered boat. Swim ladder is over here, shower is here, speakers back there. And again, as a platform for a diver, whether they're using this door, which can be called a dive door, it can be called a tuna door for fishing, it can be the party door for boarding at the dock. It is a multi-use, and again, part of what Regal is all about and this boat is all about is multifunctionality, being able to do a whole bunch of things really well. Now, we're done with the fishing, we're done with the diving, we're done with the partying. It's time to hang out a little bit. We've got the TV here, which can be like that or stored up there. And one little neat trick there is I can throw my signal from my fish finder on the at the bridge back to here, so I can actually look at my marks if I want while I'm fishing and deep dropping. Kind of a fun thing. Big sink here, refrigerator, lots of storage. I can plug in my blender here for my mixed drinks or my margaritas, etc. Nice big hardtop stereo. We've got lighting that goes all the way around, lights this place up absolutely beautifully. Coming on back to my helm station, triple seats across, my armrests down. So I've got this as a leaning post. I'm standing up on a platform which can come up if I'm taller. I want to sit here, electronically forward and back. I've got my digital throttles, my joystick, bow thruster. I have trim tabs with indicators, all the electronics that I could possibly want. I have my autopilot here, VHF radio. I've got air conditioning blowing up from the cabin, and that is something that can be accentuated. I don't know if you can hear that, but I have the fan on now blowing, and it's about 94 degrees here on a on a not yet June day here in South Florida, so it is warm. Twin screens. I've got my vented windshield, which is absolutely awesome. We're going to be taking this boat out and running her in a little while, and that is going to make all the difference in the world. Huge hard top. Again, my Fusion speakers everywhere. Just a really, really neat setup and a really cool designed boat. And we haven't even gotten to one of her most unique features. So let's take a walk downstairs and show you what else she has. So now I've come down to her air-conditioned cabin, which for many people the first time they see it is a shocking surprise. This is set up right now as obviously a facing bench. This articulates down to turn it into a V berth, as you can see. We're not going to do that all the way, but you get the idea. We have a big storage tray under here for your longer trips. Microwave storage, my stereo system, etc., etc. I love that we've got the natural light there and the natural light through the doorway. Then, probably the nicest bathroom available on a 33-foot boat. And if we come in here for a second, you can see not just the comfortable toilet, but a freestanding shower, glass enclosed, completely separate. This is the opposite of a wet head. This is what we call a dry head. We have well over 6 feet of height here, so normal-sized people can stand in there comfortably. Coming back this way, we have our mid-berth, and this is frankly for most people who are going to overnight, this is what they're going to stay on. I have a queen-sized, possibly king-size. I'm not really a mattress sizing guy, but a really big, really nice mattress. We've got a television here. We've got windows on both sides, and it is just a really, really cool space. And again, I'm emphasizing we're talking about a 33-foot bow rider, for want of a better description. Center console, dive boat, fishing boat, overnighting, much bigger than a traditional cuddy cabin, air conditioned, heated, generator. It's all that and the proverbial bag of potato chips. So I hope this has given you a good overview and you get an idea of what the boat is all about. It's priced under $350,000. This is a $500,000+ boat new. She's got 150 some odd hours, beautifully maintained, ready to move on to her next happy owner. So thanks for watching. Rob from the Yacht Experts, and have a great day.